Hey guys, today we will be looking at the swing states for the 2020 presidential election between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. So before we start, I would really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to my channel as well as leaving a like on this video. So recently, 538 has released their polling averages for the 2020 swing states. This data is very favorable towards Vice President Biden as he leads in every single swing state except for Iowa and Texas. In the state of Colorado, Joe Biden leads by 17 points. This state has gone to a Democrat since 2008, with Barack Obama carrying the state by 9%. In 2016, Hillary Clinton won the state by almost 5%, and with a 17% lead, I believe Joe Biden will carry the state of Colorado, although I do not think he will win by 17%. Next, in the state of Maine, which leans Biden 13.5% over Donald Trump, the state has gone to the Democrats since 1992, and I believe that in 2020, Joe Biden will carry the state of Maine and get all 4 of Maine's split electoral votes. In comparison, in 2016, Hillary Clinton barely won this state by only 2.9%. Next, in the state of New Mexico has gone to a Democrat since 1992, with the exception of George W. Bush, who carried the state in 2004. Barack Obama carried the state both times by over 10%, and in 2016, Hillary Clinton continued to carry the state by 8.3%. With a 13.3% margin, I believe that Joe Biden will carry the state of New Mexico for the Democratic Party. Next, in the state of Virginia, with 13 electoral votes, Virginia currently leans Biden by 10.6%. This state used to be a Republican stronghold, as it had gone to Republicans for 36 years consecutively. However, in 2008, Barack Obama was able to break their streak, and in 2016, Hillary Clinton continued to carry the state by 5.4% for the Democrats. Currently, Biden leads by 10.6%. So I believe that Joe Biden will continue to carry the state of Virginia for the Democratic Party. Next, we'll be looking at the Rust Belt state of Michigan. Michigan currently leans Biden by 10.2%. Sorry about that. The state of Michigan has actually gone to a Democrat since 1992, with the exception of in 2016, when Donald Trump won the state by less than 11,000 votes. However, the Rust Belt, including Michigan, has currently been trending more and more towards Joe Biden, so I believe that with his 10.2% lead, the state of Michigan will go to Vice President Joe Biden. Next, in the state of Nevada, with 6 electoral votes, the state of Nevada has gone to the Democrats since 2008. Before that, in 2000 and 2004, President Bush was able to carry the state for the Republican Party. In 2008, Barack Obama won the state of Nevada by over 12%. However, in 2016, Hillary Clinton barely managed to carry the state by only 2.4%. However, with his 8% lead at the moment, I believe Joe Biden will carry the state of Nevada. Next, in the state of New Hampshire, where Joe Biden currently leads by 7.7 points over President Trump, the state of New Hampshire has gone to the Democratic Party since 1992, with the exception of the 2000 election, where George W. Bush was able to carry the state. In 2004, the state went to John Kerry by 1.4%, 5.6% to Barack Obama in 2012, and only 0.4% to Hillary Clinton in 2016. However, Joe Biden, being a much more popular candidate, I believe he will take the state of New Hampshire, and his margin may be even larger than Barack Obama's. Next, in the important swing state of Florida, which has decided many elections, especially the 2000 election between George W. Bush and Al Gore, where Bush won by only 537 points. The state has been very close in recent elections. Barack Obama won the state by only 2.8% in 2008, and in 2016, Donald Trump carried the state by 1.2%. However, currently, polls show that Joe Biden will be able to flip the state back for the Democratic Party, as he is currently up 6.9% against President Trump. So in the state of Florida, I believe Joe Biden will be able to flip the state back for the Democratic Party, winning all of Florida's 29 electoral votes. Next, in the state of Minnesota, with 10 electoral votes, Biden currently leads by 6.6%. The state of Minnesota has gone to a Democrat since 1976. It was the only state that did not go to Ronald Reagan. It is 1984 landslide victory. Hillary Clinton carried the state by only 1.5% compared to Barack Obama, who won the state by over 10% in 2008. So I believe Joe Biden will carry the state of Minnesota, as he is currently leading by over 6 points. Next, in the Rust Belt state of Wisconsin, Wisconsin went to Donald Trump in 2016. This was one of the Rust Belt states in which he won by less than 10%. He won the state by 22,000 votes. However, in 2008, Barack Obama was actually able to carry the state by almost 14 points. Currently, Joe Biden leads in the Rust Belt state of Wisconsin by 6.6%, and the state had actually gone to a Democrat since 1988, all the way up until 2016, when Donald Trump, of course, won the state. However, with his 6-point lead, I believe Joe Biden will carry the state of Wisconsin. Next, in the state of Pennsylvania, with 20 electoral votes, the state of Pennsylvania is Joe Biden's home state, where he was born. He did not serve as a senator from that state, but it is his birth state. The state was won by Barack Obama by over 10 points in 2008. In 2012, he won by 5%. In 2016, this was the last Rust Belt state in which Donald Trump won by less than 1%. He won by 0.7%. Currently in the state of Pennsylvania, Biden leads Trump by 5.3%, and along with all of the other Rust Belt states, Pennsylvania is leading more and more to the left. So I will give the state of Pennsylvania to Joe Biden. Next is the swing state of Arizona with 11 electoral votes. Currently, Joe Biden leads by 4% in the state of Arizona. Arizona has gone to a Republican since the year 2000. In 2016, Trump nearly carried the state by 2.8%. Phoenix is actually the fastest growing city in the country in the state of Arizona. Urban areas tend to be stronger for the Democratic Party. Joe Biden is expected to carry the state of Arizona and flip it in favor for the Democratic Party. The next state we'll be looking at is the state of North Carolina with its 15 electoral votes, which currently leads Biden by 3%. The state of North Carolina has been won by the Republican Party since 1980, with the exception of 2008, where Barack Obama narrowly won the state by 0.3%. In 2012, Mitt Romney was able to take the state back for the Republicans, and in 2016, Donald Trump won the state of North Carolina by 3.6%. However, currently, with a 3% lead, I believe Joe Biden will flip the state of North Carolina in favor of the Democratic Party. The next state we're looking at is the state of Ohio, which is a bellwether state, as the winner of the state of Ohio has gone on to become the president in elections over the last 60 years. The state was won in 2008 by Barack Obama by 4.6%, and in 2016, Trump carried the state by 8.1%, which is a 12% positive change for the Republican Party. Currently, Joe Biden leads in the state of Ohio by 2.7%. So I do believe that Joe Biden might be able to carry the state of Ohio. However, I would not be surprised if Trump was able to win in the state of Ohio. The next state we're looking at is the state of Georgia. I was surprised to see that Georgia was actually leading Biden. Sorry about that. The state of Georgia is actually leading Biden by 1% at the moment. The state has gone to a Republican since 1996. Trump won the state by over 5%. And currently Biden is actually leading in this state, which is pretty surprising. Although I do think he has a very good chance of winning. I do think that it is pretty even in the state, and I could see either candidate winning in the state of Georgia. The next state we'll be looking at is the state of Iowa. This is one of the 2 states that Trump is actually leading in. However, Trump is only leading in the state of Iowa by only 0.6%. This state went to Barack Obama both times by 9% and 5% respectively. And in 2016, Donald Trump won the state of Iowa by 9.5%. However, Trump is leading by a little bit, and I do think Trump will continue to carry the state of Iowa like he did in 2016. The last swing state we're looking at is the state of Texas with 38 electoral votes. This state has gone for Republicans since 1980, and Donald Trump won this state pretty handily in 2016 by 9%. Currently, Trump is only leading by 0.7%, which is pretty surprising. However, I do not think Joe Biden will carry the state of Texas. Although Texas is becoming more and more Democratic, I do see it flipping, however, only in the next decade or 2. So now, with the swing states, Joe Biden wins 186 of the swing state votes, and Trump only wins 44 according to recent polling data. However, I will fill in the states that are safe for Vice President Biden just to show how much of an edge he has in this election. So if we fill in these safe Democratic states, the East Coast, the West Coast, as well as Illinois, that's about it. Joe Biden, I project, will have 335 electoral votes. This is more electoral votes than Barack Obama won in 2012, and more than Bush won both times. I believe that Joe Biden will have a pretty strong victory if polling, if the states vote as if states vote like the polls that have been conducted recently. So thank you for watching this video. Remember, please like and subscribe. And thank you for watching.